Hi friends, welcome back. I'm Carolyn and you're visiting the Purple Poncho YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make these really pretty crocheted roses. I have them in two sizes, a larger size and a smaller size, and I will be demonstrating how to make both of these. The supplies that I've used for this project are number 2 fine weight organic cotton. I'm also using a size F or a 3.75 millimeter crochet hook, and also you'll need a yarn needle and some scissors. So let's get started. I'm going to demonstrate how to make the smaller flower. Make a slip knot and put it on your hook, and we're going to start with a chain of 18. So yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We have our chain of 18, and we're going to count back to the 6th chain from our hook. So the loop on our hook does not count as a chain. So we're not going to count this. We're going to start here at the bottom. We have a V stitch. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to make a double crochet in that 6th chain right there. So insert, pull up, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And that's a double crochet stitch. We're going to make 2 chains, 1, 2, yarn over your hook, and we're going to skip the next available chain and come over to the next one and make a double crochet there. So insert your hook there and yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And we're going to repeat this same sequence all the way across. Chain 2, yarn over, skip 1, double crochet in the next. And we're going to repeat it all the way across. Finishing up my last stitch here, skip 1, and then double crochet in that last stitch. And we should have 7 chain 2 spaces. Okay, so we have 7 chain 2 spaces, and that's row 1. So for row 2, we're going to chain 1 and turn, and we're going to be working in these chain 2 spaces. Okay, just putting our hook right in the middle there. So in this first space, we're going to make 5 single crochets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to repeat that again one more time in the next stitch, or space. Put 5 singles in the next chain 2 space. It's 3, 4, and 5. So that's the first 2. Now the rest of these spaces is going to be this next pattern repeat. So we're going to start with a single crochet in the next chain 2 space. Next we're going to yarn over and make 5 half double crochet in the same space. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. and then we're going to finish it with a single crochet in the same space. So we have 7 stitches in our chain 2 space. So you can see it's a little bit taller than these first 2. So we're going to repeat that in the next 4 spaces. So single, 5 half doubles, and single, all in the same space. Okay, I'll see you at the end. Finishing up my last petal. This is how it's looking. It's a little floppy because we have a lot of stitches in each space. I'm going to end off the yarn, leaving a longer tail so we can seam it up. I'm going to go ahead and pull that yarn through my last loop there. And then I'm going to thread it on my yarn needle. Now, to shape your flower, I start with the smaller single crochet area, and I just grab it by the petal, and then I just kind of roll it up or fold it around each other or curl it up like that, and just keep turning it and putting the petals behind each other. Okay, let me try that again. So I grab the petals and I'm pushing these double crochets down towards the back and rotating it in a circle and curling it around each other, just like so. Alright, and that shapes the flower. And now with your yarn needle, I turn it to the back, and it's kind of sticking out a little bit. And then I just take my yarn needle and I just start going underneath all the way across, and I'm feeling it on this side so that I know that my thread isn't coming through to the front, and I just keep going back and forth. Going back underneath it. And then feeling it to make sure it's not coming through the front here, and pull it through. And then I just come around and kind of, like now I'm going to go like say over here. And depending on what you're going to use these for, will decide how much tacking or seaming you'll do. Just kind of tacking it together in the back, sewing it back and forth. Okay? So just a couple times is good. And your rose is now ready to go wherever you're going to be using it. I have some examples. What I used mine for is this little Crochet Rose cup cozy, and I just made 2 of the smaller flowers and then 1 of the bigger ones, and then I just tacked them on to my cozy. So that's a fun idea. I also have one that I used the number 4 cotton here. It's the same exact, it's the larger flower, but it's the same exact stitching. I just used a number 4 weight yarn for this one. So you can see how much bigger the flower turned out. So you can tell the difference on the size. Okay. So you can use any size yarn that you want. And for the larger rows, I used H crochet hook, size H. Not the smaller hook for this one. I used the bigger hook. So that's a fun idea. Okay, so let me show you how to make the larger flower now. It's the same concept, but the stitches are a little bit different. So I've gone ahead and made the beginning chain, since I've already showed you how to do that on the previous flower. This is a chain 30 instead of a chain 18, and everything else is the same. So you're going to have 13 chain 2 spaces on this one instead of 7. So to begin the larger flower, once you have your base row 1 made, you're going to chain 1 and turn. And you're going to place 5 half double crochet in that first chain 1 space. There's 3, 4, and 5, and then repeat that again one more time. 5 half doubles in the next chain 2 space. There's 3, 4, and 5. Now in our next chain 2 space and all the rest of these chain 2 spaces, I used a half double to begin, 5 doubles. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then finish with another half double crochet in that same chain 2 space. So again, still having 7 stitches in each chain 2 space, starting with this third sequence here, this third chain 2 space. So again, starting with half double, 5 doubles, and then a half double again. So repeat that in all the different squares or chains. Finishing up my last stitch, end up your yarn and pull the tail through. And here's how it's looking. It's very curly. To shape your flower, begin with the smaller half double crochet stitches and just start curling them around. And just letting the petals fall around each other like this until there's no more petals. Isn't that pretty? And then again, thread your yarn needle and just continuously go back and forth underneath here, and then same thing this side, go back and forth, and your petals will be secure. Isn't it pretty? And you can shape them around and kind of twist them in exactly how you like it. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial on how to make these beautiful crochet flowers in 2 sizes, the large and the small. If you're new here, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell, and it's a great way to keep in touch. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for crocheting with me today, and I hope you have a wonderful day.